Okay, so before we get into this, strobe light warning. If you or someone you know suffers from epilepsy, which is the cause and effect, but not always causing, isn't the only way to lead to a seizure, which can be brought on by stress, or to a personal friend of mine I know from personal hand experience. Anyway, despite what Google may say, Google ain't all that of bag of chips. You know, just because we're not friends anymore, and just because she's passed away doesn't really matter. I still believe her. Anyway, so moving on. This game has a tendency to, cause seizures because of flashing lights like that right there, and bright lights can also lead to that. So you might want to adjust your brightness levels if you haven't already. At your own discretion, as per each section, I guess, of the game. Anyway, or you could skip ahead. Which I'm not going to tell you when, to the point where I'm not showing it, because not that there's much left in this game, but there still are some parts in here, but not a lot of it. A lot of the majority I've already gone through and already done it on hand, especially recording it. I didn't know I had. I do apologize for that. Even though this is so late in the game series of this playthrough, yeah. You know what this thing told me to do if this thing ever gets to that point where I have to reset it? It said to turn to high, turn to off, and put it on high on the temperature, and then wait for 5, 10 to whatever, and then unplug it, and then plug it back in. I didn't have to do that this time. Strange. Anyway, so yeah, or you could wait it out, which is another option. So I'm not gonna tell you, because just like I won't tell you what the HP levels are of bosses and monsters, because that's not my thing. When I say I refuse to look things up, that's another thing I refuse to look at. Even if I did look at a guide, which I will not do, unless I absolutely have to of some sort, even whether it's a video or written out, I hate that kind of crap. To me, it's just not worthwhile unless you can actually scan the damn thing. Unless I can actually scan it on hand, it means nothing to me. And that's why I say what I say about being blind, professional blind, because that's another reason I keep forgetting about. But I don't really think about it too much, but there you go. It's true, because, I don't care how much HP bosses have. If they have only, 5,000 HP, then by God, I better have a way to find out or scan it, because otherwise I don't care. I'm just going to keep fighting. I don't care what people write down. I don't care what people put in videos. It means nothing to me at all. I've heard people complain and say, well, but there has to be a way to know. I have never wondered in my entire life what their HP is. Unless I have the ability to scan. I've always wondered, maybe, is this guy dead yet? Almost dead? It's like telling me, well, okay, the bosses in Resident Evil 4 or whatever, their HP is only 5 bajillion, and as long as you use rockets, it shouldn't be so bad. Just boom, 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 and they're dead, right? Well, no. Anyway, I have to take a break here in just a minute. What I mean by that is I'm gonna pause the video and get back. I gotta fetch me something to drink and eat. I also gotta put the thing on charge. But anyway, yeah. So this is not for kids, and I'm not here to teach you anything. I'm here to guide you or nothing, except that, because, I mean, not that it bothers me if kids watch this, but, yeah, because there ain't nothing I can do if they do watch it. Anyway, moving on. The only thing I'm here to guide you to and teach you is how a noob should be playing this. With some bit of professionalism, but also keeping it in mind so blindly they never look up anything. Unless they absolutely have to, like I had to for a puzzle. Because if you can't tell, which actually you probably can't, no doubt, without my mind. Anyway, that, yeah, I've been doing things on my own. I have not looked up anything. The first time I ever did that was during the time that I was doing a, it's a video coming out. And I only did like 2 or 3 times, and that was it. After that, I pretty much figured it out on my own. I actually figured it out on my own, believe it or not. And figured out what to do. I thought I was close, and yes, it was a puzzle. And the thing, the hell of it is that I had to actually look at the video. I didn't actually record the video playing or nothing. I just had it. I just kind of try to remember it as I go along. And I thought that during that time as well, I was going to have to use the entire video to finish that video, to use that. No. So, yeah. I pretty much, the rest of it, I just kind of did on my own. I did a little bit different than he did, though, when I saw it. But, there was another puzzle that I saw that he did involving a monster that I did loads better on. I don't know about the reimagining. Supposedly there's a reimagining of it, but, you know, you'll know what I'm talking about when the time comes for that video to come out. It'll be out like before this will be out. So. And, I admit that this game should have been done a long, long time ago, but, things got sidetracked, and I finally got enough out there that I can finally do this, and I finally, take time to do this. And yes, also, because this is not your typical guide, I do provide voices. Not that anybody else doesn't do that, but a lot of people did try to do it, just aren't that good. In my personal, professional opinion, they're providing voices for everything. Because they don't. They just read it like normal instead of reading it with voices. They're supposed to be entertaining. And then they start adding stuff that's not entertaining at all, but I'm not going to go into that. Anyway, so moving on. Hey guys, DbdKmP here. Hello everybody, my name is DbdKmP, and I am the best noob in the house. Welcome back, folks, one and all, to The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past boss run. In the last episode, we did CrystaL4. Even though I did show us some things here and there, there's one more thing I'm going to show, but I'm going to take a break here in a minute. Before I go, and before we continue this on, please subscribe if you haven't already, and like the video, share the video, if you haven't already, and smash the crap out of that doggone notification bell with everybody. Done your friends to do the same thing until something might pop up, because you never know. Oh, a new exciting video, a brand new video that's never been seen before might just show up. Either way, you'll be notified when I next post a video, because that is the truth of things that people need to stop saying that when they next upload. That is not when you next upload. When you get it up there when it's uploading, it's already uploaded, so you can't just say, oh, next upload. It's when you next post a video. Or rather, when you're, on your channel. Even though you can have your channel automatically do it for you at a preset time, or time and date, which I am going to do that. Zelda was never, that I can remember, that I've ever scheduled before. I may have, I don't know, it's been so long. Anyway, I gotta go. And, so, yeah, when I get back, we'll continue this onslaught. Look at that. Got 3 crystals already. I couldn't tell you which one's what either. I should have just been paying attention again. But I believe if you pay attention to the time that it actually pauses the screen, you can tell the difference. And I can definitely tell the CrystaL4 on the right is the first one because, I can remember that now. But as far as the second and third one, I don't know. Anyway, until then, also when I get back, I will meet you at a place because it's gonna take me a little bit anyway, and I gotta refill up anyway. But I'm just gonna go ahead and show it off, and then I'll refill up. Anyway, okay. So we're back. I cannot believe what just happened. Let's hope and pray this thing still works. Yeah, something got spilled into a deal. Got smoky on me. I gotta unplug it and everything. Something I really need. But anyway, I got some beer here. I got some just kind of good. It was a T.G.F.B.R.P.4. Actually, I can, because I'm all out of bottled beer. That's a bottled beer. With soda. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to show you. Right quick. You see that? You're like, no. What are you doing? Darn carrot. There. Anyway, what was I saying? You see that right there? I don't know if you ever noticed that, but look, and I go in here. The odd thing is, you don't have to pound down you can actually do that, or you can sort it. But you still have obstacles in your way. Isn't that just something? I mean, although give or take that is irrelevant, but But I thought I would just quickly show that. I mean, I think that's kind of neat and interesting, because I just dropped the phone. That's not why it was interesting, but anyway, because I mean, like in the light world, you actually have to pound these down. I mean, if you're going through this way, you have to get to a tree, but otherwise, no, you don't. So yeah. I wish you wouldn't do that. You're too close. Go on. You're making me uncomfortable. You can get close, but not that close. And just because I let you on my leg doesn't mean I want you near my... Well, anyway. So, I will meet you all. I know, I'm going to pause again, but this time it won't be so long. I mean, not that you're going to really know the difference. I will, though. Can you stop? Stop. Stop it. You're getting all over. Everywhere. You want something there? Okay. Sammy. Don't get in my way. Anyway. I love you. No. So I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. Ha! I beat you up blind. And like I said, this is a boss run. I only got one more to do, and then I'll just take on that. I don't know, just because I'm just knocking them out of the way. Because, I mean, really, the easier fights is 5 and 6, really. There's nothing hard about them at all. You sure? It's chocolate. That's what I thought. I don't know. I mean, I love how animals are all like, I'm curious what that is, and then check it out like, I don't want that. I mean, if it was an ice cream sandwich, you'd be all over it. Of course not. I mean, because it's more lickable. Not that I give her chocolate all the time, but once in a blue moon doesn't kill you. They say, don't give them at all, it just kills them. Oh, it doesn't. Anyway, I should know because I've been doing it for a long time. And that doesn't mean I do it every time or every time I get a sandwich out. You know, every once in a blue moon I give her just a tiny little bit. Doesn't kill her any. And she don't get no fatter either, so ta-ta. Okay, so, here's another useless, interesting fact. In this area, it starts out with just 3 green soldiers over here. Then, when you get to a certain point, there are 4 blue soldiers. 3 over here, 1 over here. And there you have it. I mean, just thought I'd quickly point that out there. I mean, honestly, it's crazy that, and even all that time, no matter what you do, there'll never be a red soldier over there. However, there will always be a red soldier in the forest next to the castle. The difference is that there is a red soldier when you finally go to that point. You can go out there, which is obviously after you go through the whole Marauder crap and go through the church and stuff. If you decide to go that way optionally, which in the Dark World, there is a shop there. Anyway, so moving on. He's a stable soldier, and there's a crazy one. So, in other words, when I say crazy, I mean they already know you're there. Like, if I knew how to manipulate this, in other words, with the coding and stuff, I could go over there and not alert them. Because I have seen clips like that where they're not alerted unless the actual character himself is there, because it's part of their programming for some reason or another. Also, this hack I was watching that I mentioned in another episode or so ago, the soldiers are much, much faster and quicker. I mean, my God. Not only that, but they don't wield masks, metal masks, for some reason or another. I mean, they have a helmet, but they're missing the faceplate onto it. Like, you can still see that they have eyes sometimes, but other than that, no. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly point out that little interesting deal before we continued on, because I probably would have forgot it later. Not that it matters, because it's not really all that useful for bonus, because it would just be like, well, I mean, I could do that during the final wrap-up of this game. Because I'm going to start doing that from now on, is wrap-up review videos. Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to put like that and then do like a bonus video, which would be kind of crazy. Okay, oh damn, people, what happened to that? I mean, I could do, what I should do is if I'm gonna have any bonus videos, I should put them out before I put, release it before I go and release the review, you know. So, I don't know. I may or may not do that. I didn't do that for Final Fantasy Mission Quest, though. I did it for Doom. The reason is because, well, for one thing, the game had already ended. But this thing's plotline continues on into Doom 2. So in order for me to continue it on, I'd have to go to Doom 2, and I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm trying to focus on these other games, because I've been promising this for a long time. It's just getting back to them, getting all the things done that I don't want to do on screen that I've already done so many damn times that I can pretty much do with or without recording. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just, there's only so many times I feel like really recording and really even doing it. So I do it like a kind of like a speed through, where I just kind of go and get everything and then just do everything from there. So let me open this last beer can, and then I'll pause the recording. It's the only way I know how to edit. You know, that, and you know, if I were to record over something else and have a video of mine, yes, it would have to be a video of mine, not somebody else's. And then, you know, edit together other parts of the game or whatever. You know, that's a good way to do things. Anyway, see you momentarily. Okay, so before we go in there, which I'm right on the heels of going in there, I know, there's one more useless fact. The thing is, I like about this is that, as well, is that, I forgot about this, is that actually you can, it's like, you go to here just to go to either one, doesn't matter which one you do first, but even if you did it in sequence, there and here, you don't actually have to go to light order except to refill. It's not such an annoying thing to me to have to go there, because, I mean, especially because you have the bird. I mean, what's so annoying about that? I mean, I understand if you didn't have the bird, you know. I like how the sword can pretty much kill almost anything. Anyway, so that's the thing. So, yeah, I can't believe that thing actually turned back on. This is a heater. They should never have any kind of water substance in it, whether it's piss, water, or even any kind of water, or even tea. Even a fan should never have water going through it. I mean, well, actually, a fan could handle water, but, you know, not this kind of water. This kind of thing. Oh, no. The last thing you want to do is put water around a motor. Blades are fine. It's the motor itself, because it can short circuit it. Oh, yeah. Catch a hell of a fire by doing that crap. So I'm not going to turn it on until it's actually completely fully drained of all that water that got dumped in there. That was just, it really caught some smoke. It doesn't matter whether this is a space heater or not. It's never a good idea, because, you know, God, that's terrible. Anyway, all right, we're here. Are we recording? Good. Because let me just say this: I didn't take her outside like I should have, because, I mean, although that's optional, but the thing is, you only get one chance to do it, and that's before you take on this boss. And sure, you have to go get it again, but it's worth it. I'll be honest with you, I forgot where to go to go get her. I mean, I knew that she was in her cell, but I just couldn't think of how to get there. But I managed to make my way through there. Sometimes I can't help but take a hit. And those things that turn you into rabbits, you can actually avoid those and make them go hit the wall. You could also use alternatively bombos, which I didn't know you could use when I first played this. But yeah, it will immediately destroy it. So, yeah. You know what's odd as well is that no other spells will ever work against bosses. Or even most of the enemies you find in the game. I mean, like a lot of them you can destroy with method, but you can't. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? No. What are you doing? Anyway. Yeah, you probably never noticed it, but I have. What the fuck? Stop! Damn. I am trying to be nice to you and all that, but damn. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out if you don't stop this shit. Right now. Take this bite. Take to it. I love you. Lucky. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it was the right thing to do, I would beat the crap out of you. The one thing that's holding me back from doing that is not the damn law. You know what's holding that back from me? My heart. Because I care about you. Now, literally, if it would just teach you a lesson and not do what the hell you're supposed to be not doing, then I would have done it a long time ago. You need to think about that before you get all crazy on me. Just because I'm getting on you sometimes. My God, I mean, all this time, I mean, I could have been hurting you. I could have been choking you. I could have slammed you against the wall. I've never done that. I mean, even though I could have done it, and I know that I'm capable of doing it, even without having to do it. Even though I'm never doing it, I know I'm capable of doing it because it's within me. The thing is, I choose not to because it's the right thing to do. So, I don't give a damn about animal cruelty or prevention laws, but I do care about you and your life. I do care about you. Sometimes you may irritate me. Sometimes you do things you're not supposed to do, like put papers in your water, you idiot. Good Lord. I made her suffer for about 30 minutes over there. And then I got her some fresh water, so she was good out of that. I was like, well, you're going to put... And there was nothing wrong with that water until she put paper in it. And she was licking on it, too. Crazy damn animal. Yeah, this is a kind of... It's candy wrapper paper. I know I didn't do it. And I know what I do and what I don't do. I said, all right, let that be a lesson to you then. I finally did get her some fresh water, though. I mean, it was only 30 minutes. It didn't really kill her. There's nothing wrong with that water. It was only 30 minutes. It's not like she died or she was crying or whatever. I mean, ain't gonna sit here and treat me like crap. Yeah, ain't gonna sit there and do that to me and think it's okay to do that kind of stuff. And I said, if you ever do that again, you do the same thing. What's it gonna hurt? It's only 30 minutes. I mean, in the meantime, there's plenty. It's only 3 wrappers. It's a big bowl of water. Plenty of room to lick water. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I took care of it. Like I made her wait all day. I mean, I'm not that cruel. And once in a while, you have to do something to punish them. So you need to let it slide. Okay? Not like I sit there and beat it up. You know, as I could, but I don't want to. Anyway. So again, you see my hearts? They don't matter. Did my screen just go back down on its own? Because I didn't do that. Yeah! Team right! So this boss monster apparently is called Blind. I wouldn't know. But either way, you probably might think it's a reference to the song Blind from Korn. It's not, because this was before its time. You might think the Korn is referencing this game. They're not. At all. Oh, I'm so blind. I mean, seriously. Alright, I've been actually starting waiting for 5 minutes, but still. Okay, I lied there, alright? Fine, I lied. I took care about what? After a couple minutes? 5 minutes? Whatever. Hey, I did it long enough to teach our lesson. I did. I didn't make it wait no longer. Anyway. You may hear. Let me guess. Oh my god, that's so cruel! How could you let that poor animal suffer? I'm just gonna cry to my mommy. I'm gonna cry to the judge because you let that so poor animal suffer for 30 minutes because you put paper in some water. No, I know, you're the one who did that. Oh, definitely, I love doing that. It's like I love putting water in my own heater and letting it fry so I don't have no heat. Like, I have to feel bad enough as it is when I do such things, when I don't mean to do things, but I don't need you coming down on me. I have enough problems of my own. I mean, she's lucky to have someone like me. I go out there, it's freezing ass cold. What I should hadn't have done was gone out in the damn cold, which I have done so many damn times for this poor animal. And she wasn't even doing something like that. This is the first time that she's ever done this. Ever. You know? And I shouldn't really be going out there freezing my ass off to get her fresh water. Even get her any water at all. But I do it anyway because I love her. I mean, just because I'm suffering, I don't want her to suffer any longer than she has to when she does things she's not supposed to do. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do other than, she's almost out of treats because the people who are supposed to deliver them are being delayed. I already bought her some this month, but I ordered for some more because I couldn't get enough at the first because not me. Well, not me, but somebody else did anyway. I don't take care of that. I'm sorry. Anyway, doesn't matter if I order or not. I don't really pay for it, but whatever. She's just as much my animal because I take care of her. Hey, look, I love her. I really do. But sometimes you just gotta. It's not every day. It's not every time she commits a crime that I punish her. So, and I probably should be punishing her all the damn time. So, put that in your mind before you judge me and say how cruel it is for me to one time do something like that. Out of the ordinary, just to teach her a lesson. I mean, at least I'm not as bad as other people take off my damn clothes and doing things to people you shouldn't be doing just to teach people a lesson, you know? Like, that's really gonna do something. And, you know, you'd have to be watching Chris Hansen to get that. I mean, you know. Oh, yeah. I mean, literally, I have taken care of this woman, this cat, when she was sick. You know, and it had nothing to do with chocolate because I don't give her chocolate that much. What it is a lot of times she'll overeat. And no, I don't mean she overeats where she, like, oh, I don't know, gets fatter. Hell no. She literally throws up. She'll do that. I mean, she doesn't do it every day, but every once in a while she'll do that. It's also, see, what it does is also because the coupled with the fact that she licks herself too much. And because of the stuff that I gave her, I cured her of hairballs. But even with the hairballs, she was still throwing up. So, it had nothing to do with or without the hairballs. I mean, literally. Now, I gotta get up, move my legs before I gotta stretch before I do this battle here. Will you move? Please? My feet are asleep. Do I have to move you myself? I love you, baby. I know you don't want me to move you. I can move back when I'm done. I promise. You always wind up doing it anyway, so what the hell are you crying about? Oh, God. That's never a good thing. I fall asleep on my legs too. Oh, God. You know, the strangest thing about this body is that numbness, unless I'm covering up actual pain, it actually hurts to be numb. Nobody else that I know of has that kind of problem. And what it is it's cutting off the circulation in my legs and in my feet when I sit a certain way for a long time. Unless I'm laid out, stretched out. That sounds wrong, but if you get the idea, in the universe just stretching out my legs, you know, I'm fine. It's odd that if I sit down, I'm fine. But if I'm on the ground, you know, it just hurts. I don't know. I don't know why. You know, when she throws up, I don't punish her. So, you know. Anyway. Anyhow, moving on. Oh, God. You know what's unique about that is that if you do it just right, you can actually throw the boomerang at the same time you're hitting your sword. It's not easy to do if you're doing it separate. Although that's completely useless, but hey. Time to bust out the cave of Byron. Okay. So the Cape of Byron is not really helping me in this situation. I mean, it's helping deflect it, but, you know. I'm not even trying to tap the button. And there you have it. If I had done that right, I would have caught it. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the long explanation there, and, you know. Anyway. Okay, so I lied. I didn't really punish her, alright? Jeez. I should have punished her, though. I really should have, but I didn't. Because I love her too much. It was a dream. What can I say? I lied. You did it because of you. I can escape the clutches of the evil monster. Thank you. Why are you little? I'm gonna make it big. 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 Oh yeah, you like that? You like that? You like that? Oh. Anyway, as the wise man sealed the way to the dark world, the knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of the evil monsters. I heard that the knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in the battle. You are perhaps the last to carry on the bloodline. To carry on the blood dash line of the knights. It is ironic. The last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Surely you can destroy cannon! Exclamation point. Legend period. Surely you can destroy cannon! Exclamation point. Do you understand? Question mark. Yes. Then may the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. I just went with it because the cat kind of started screwing with me. And there you have it. Now, if you want to know which one is the fourth crystal, that would be the left bottom crystal. Going to the left. You know, do L, go all the way. Not all the way on the right, on the left. To the one to the right. I can definitely tell you that one. Anyway, not that it makes much difference. But I like Kit Kat bars. Especially the waffle, whatever you call it. Kind. Alright, I lied, okay? I'd like to make the show just a little bit more interesting. If I find months to lie. But yeah, I would never do that for. No. Or just, I lied. It wasn't a joke, but I did lie. It was a serious thing. Apparently. Anyway. So, in the next episode off screen, I will have this fulfilled with one fairy, because that's all we actually wound up using in that battle. And our next target will be Crystal 7. Oh yeah. At least I don't have to go through that Marauder bullshit I had to go through, because that's the one thing you should always take care of as soon as possible. Which unfortunately requires us to have to go to the flute in order to get the cave of Samaria, because you have to have our cave. Well, I should be calling it, because I think that cave is pretty cool and unique and interesting. In a funny way, but anyway. Oh, I love you too, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you too. You're a good girl. Anyway, I already got the king. Now I'm gonna go after 7, but I will meet you up there. You know what's odd about the Dark World? Is that no matter what you do, you can't actually get up to the mountains in the Dark World, unless you go through the Light World. Is that really a bad thing? No, not really. I mean, you know, because you still have to visit it. Because I like visiting the Light World. I also like the Dark World. And yet, here we are talking about how bad evilness is and how it exists in the Dark World and yada yada yada. Yeah. Well, anyway, apparently the thieves are from the Light World. There's a lot of thieves in this town. I've been trapped in this world, and they are here. But yet they're bad people, but they still exist. I guess we're gonna save them too, even though that we'll never see that when we go to save the world once and for all from the clutches of Ganon. Anyway, as always, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and share the video. Share the hell out of it. And what else? Oh, right. And punch the crap out of that notification bell. To all your friends do the same thing. You know, have everybody punch it, because you never know. You might see a new, interesting, exciting video that might happen today, tomorrow, or any minute. As long as you get overall the next time that I actually post a video, because they will undoubtedly be scheduled. Come out on their own, so that I don't have to worry about them. Well, other than recording them and uploading them, that's it. That's my only game. I can't have them automatically upload on their own, otherwise I would. But I do. But I can have them automatically post. Oh yeah, that's the true word of it. It's just people like to say upload instead of post. Craziest thing. Anyway, again, yeah, no, I lied, okay? Shut up. I lied. Alright? I lied. Don't even worry about it. I lied, okay? Jeez. Can a guy lie one time in his life on recording and people not judge him? Jeez. I'm a nilly. Anyway. And hopefully you will see me as you hopefully join me next time in the next episode, as we finally get to Crystal 7 and beat it. Until then, later. Bye-bye.